What is good, guys? Back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky weird world called professional wrestling. As you can tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on All Ego Ethan Page. And before I share my thoughts and opinions on him, would love to know what your thoughts are on Ethan Page down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And when it comes to Ethan Page, not gonna lie, I might be a tad bit biased in this video, which is why I would want your thoughts and opinions on him, because I've said this whether it was on Twitter or a separate video here on YouTube, but All Ego Ethan Page he was one of the guys that got me into the Ontario indie scene back in like 2009 kind of deal. It was him, Josh Alexander, Hacker Scotty O'Shea, and Rip Impact were like the four guys during like 09-2010 kind of deal. And seeing where he was then and where he is nowadays, super cool, but honestly also super weird, in the sense of back then I was a 15-year-old kid just getting into not only Ontario indie wrestling, but indie wrestling as a whole, or at least wrestling outside of like the Impact Wrestling and WWE kind of deal. And seeing where he is now, super weird, but also super cool kind of deal. He is, like I mentioned, one of those guys that got me into the Ontario indie scene, and without him and the other three people that I mentioned earlier, I don't know for sure how much I would have cared about indie wrestling as a whole in the, 14 years that have passed since and whatnot. And if I wasn't into independent wrestling, or when I say independent, I mean like outside of WWE kind of deal, I don't know for sure if I would have got into ROH. If I would have not got into ROH, I would have not really found out who the Young Bucks were. Yeah, I know that they were in Impact as Generation Me, but that's, I don't want to say that wasn't them, but they're more Young Bucks than Gen Me kind of deal and whatnot. And if I would have not found out who the Young Bucks were, I don't know for sure how much of I would have cared about AEW when it started up kind of deal. So those four men, Page, Alexander, Impact, and Hacker, really got me into an AEW, if you kind of sort of think about it for too long kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, when it comes to Ethan Page, I will fully admit he's not the best in the ring in comparison to other people in AEW, in ROH, or in WWE kind of deal. But for myself personally, I'd much rather watch a 5-minute promo in the ring straight of Ethan Page than I would say about like 95-98% of the people within AEW, within ROH, or within WWE, given the same, maybe not the same script, but the same bullet points and the same time frame kind of deal, and same placement on the card on the same night kind of deal and whatnot. And just seeing how far he's come in the last like better part of a decade and a half is super cool to watch. And despite like him doing the indie thing for the from 09 to like 2019 or 2020 kind of deal, never met him, and I kicked myself in the butt for it. I could have made the drive to Hamilton to see him wrestle for Alpha One, because he was one of the guys promoting it kind of deal. Met him several times, like every month and a half, 2 months for years straight kind of deal and whatnot. Just never did it, and now I kick myself in the butt for it. But he is one of the biggest reasons why I watch AEW. Granted, I don't watch Rampage or any of those kind of shows like outside of Dynamite, mostly because time, and we did not have Rampage up here in Canada, which, yeah, come on, TSN or whoever kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, Ethan Page, if I had to do the top 5 favorite AEW wrestlers, he would definitely be One of them, I don't know, he would not be number one, but he might be in the top three, definitely within the top five, kind of deal and whatnot. But yeah, that is it for this video. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. I do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's